Guys, and good morning. This semester has been crazy. There was a lot I wanted to do with this year, with just these past couple of months. I was thinking I could do like a vlogmas thing or more stuff for Halloween, things like that. I got that one edit out, and thank you to the people who watched it. But it's like flew by so fast, but was unbelievably long, which I think just sums up 2020 as a whole. There was a lot of stuff that I just didn't get to do, and a lot of stuff that I wish I could have kind of been on top on. Like, I think this is a very awkward time, especially for at least I have the luxury to stay at home. Like, I wouldn't by choice, but having pre-existing conditions and things like that, I'm forced to quarantine, since so many members of my family are high risk, as well as myself. And you think there's no excuse to not get things done, but there's so much still going on even when you're stuck at home. And there are extended family, and there are other family members that we have very limited contact to. All the health troubles and trying to check on everyone, and knowing you can't drop everything and go be with them if something does happen to them. It's a very difficult mindset and thing to work through. That being said, I'm hoping now that these classes are over with, I can dedicate more time to kind of creating stuff that I've enjoyed. I've learned the hard way that you can't throw yourself entirely into one thing, and it's taken me years to figure out that I can't just reward myself with editing and still feel guilty that I didn't do perfect on something else. Whatever happens, whatever I can turn in, once I do what I need to, I can move on. And this has to be something that I used to deal with, like, okay, well, the semester's over, but I still hold a lot of regret for it, or this year's over, but I still hold a lot of regret for it. That is something I've had to work through. That is something that I think a lot of people right now are having to work through, because you're looking at this year and you're thinking, what did I get done and what did I lose? You really have to set it aside and say, look, my personal failings and what I've done, I need to accept and move on and do better next time. And looking back at past regrets, yes, it's good to learn from experiences, but also you can't hold on to it. That's something I've dealt with immensely. It's this anxiety and perfectionism that I've found in myself and things like that. So moving on and moving past that and learning to grow past freaking out over what I could have done or should have done or things like that. I'm hoping to get more things out. I'm hoping to be able to do more for myself, as well as more overall for the channel. With all this being said, I did get a few things done that I am insanely happy about right now. So, I will link them in the description below, and I will talk about them here. The first thing is I got to work on Reynolds Sandbox. I go to University of Nevada, so the Reynolds Sandbox is a publication site with a lot of student work. I got one story out on there. You can go read my story. I really like it, but also there's a ton of really great work from a lot of really talented people. They have podcasts, they have stories about everything and anything on there, so go check them out. They're linked in the description below. The other thing I did is I created a website through a web design class, and that is going to be found in the description below. The class isn't exactly over yet. We're still doing like final edits and things like that, but the website's down there, and I'm pretty darn happy with how it turned out. There were a few stories that I'm not sure are going to get published through Reynolds. If they don't, I will self-publish them on my website, because I talked to some really interesting people this semester, and I was very excited to talk to them. So I will be publishing their full stories down on my website, extended interviews, things like that. If the original stories don't get published on Reynolds, I'll post those on my website as well. I also have a few other people that I've interviewed this semester, and I had to cut a lot of their interviews for the assignments and for the stories. So I will be posting their full interviews, their fuller story on these people that I interviewed, um, on my website, so you can go check them out because they're super super cool people. They all have social media accounts, so definitely check them out. Those stories will be coming in a week, but that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah, I mean, expect more from here. I'll have a second channel dropping a trailer for that next week once I'm fully done with classes, but the majority of it's over, so we're just really waiting for it to end. But thank you guys for watching this. Thank you guys for watching my other videos. If you're new and you have no idea who I am, go check out all of my social media platforms. TikTok is probably the biggest one I have right now. Thank you to everyone who have discovered me through TikTok and has followed me here or subscribed to any of my social media channels. You guys are all amazing people, and I hope to see you sooner than later.